Hey everyone, welcome to 7 Minutes with Dan. Today I wanted to talk about something that happened a couple weeks ago, actually on another podcast that was very exciting to me. I got featured, well not featured, I guess the thing should be, one of my questions got featured in seriously my favorite podcast of all time, which is You Made It Weird, which is hosted by comedian Pete Holmes. He's just an amazing guy. One of the many reasons why I like this whole podcast is just because his whole, his whole vibe. He really like gets into it. They talk about, he and a comedian, or sometimes like a writer or maybe, a musician or sometimes, just other people, and just really gets into it, really ask the big questions, talk about life, love, comedy, just, really getting deep and really into it. And so he recently just had the 300th episode. I believe it came out last week. And he and his girlfriend Valerie and the comedian Brent Sullivan, basically for, I believe it was like an hour and a half. It's a longer format podcast. Not like this one where it's literally called 7 Minutes with Dan. And so they went through basically like a Q&A. And over the course of the episode, they only really covered about maybe a dozen questions because they spent some, a large amount of time for each one. And basically towards the end, they answered kind of quick, like a few. Not many at all, within the last 10 minutes. And so, I actually sent a question. I was actually, really just, struggling for what to ask, something meaningful or something thoughtful or something nice. And so, thinking that, thousands of people were going to be sending emails and I'm sure they did because, he's got a large listener base. And so whenever, I was struggling to come up with a question, and I was watching old the Pete Holmes Show, which ran for about 2 seasons and would come, basically right after Conan on TBS. And so, one of the segments of the videos on Pete Holmes' channel was "Wash My Damn Towels," which is a whole series. It's really funny. It's but. During, I guess it was the last one, he had his Uncle Larry come up and he, was telling him basically, his little quick story. He's current at the time back in, I think it was 2013, he was going through, chemotherapy for brain cancer or something like that. And so, I was kind of like, oh, I wonder how he's doing, just whatever. And so I sent him an email and then a week or two later, they released the episode, and my question got answered, and it was just so cool, and it was kind of a quick response, but it was just it was cool to hear Pete Holmes say my name, which is pretty great, and so I'll play it just real quick, and so you'll get to see his response, or not see, but hear his response to my question.
Right, speed round, then we'll wrap it up.
So this is really hard, and I feel like it's taken me out of the...
What, reading it?
Yeah.
I'll give it to Brent.
Yeah, I know. No,
or give it to me.
No, he's like, no, I hate that.
No, I'll take it.
No.
Happy to do
We'll
it.
take it, and we're almost done. We'll just do a bunch real
And
fast.
then also, I don't know, if we got to a point where we were to do the singing game, I wouldn't mind that.
Okay. How's your Uncle Larry doing? Uncle Larry's doing well. Last I talked to him, he's doing well. And Dan Settembrini?
Yeah, it's
Settembrini?
not easy.
Daniel Settembrini asked about my Uncle Larry. Very sweet. And last I checked, he's doing well.
So that was really awesome. Having him say my name and answering the question was just really awesome. I'm glad his Uncle Larry, I'm genuinely glad his uncle is doing well, and so that was pretty awesome. One, the fact that they were able to answer my question, but two, the fact that it was the special 300th episode, special thing was just really awesome. So I highly suggest you guys go check go check out the podcast, listen to it. He has tons of conversations with, if you love stand-up comedy and the well-known names or, kind of the indie names, he has people on there too, that are not well known. And so, you really get to know these people and, hear their stories, but also, what their thoughts are in life and all that stuff. And it's just really interesting. And, it's just a really great time. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for listening. Leave me comments down below. Is there really any kind of interaction that you've had with somebody that, you truly admire or, that you've either run into or, something kind of like this kind of situation? That'd be really cool to hear. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you all next week. Sorry, there haven't been any episodes in the past couple weeks, but, it's life, man. Life. All right. See you guys. Bye.